Nung nakaraang Sabado, tampok ang mga kaganapan sa opening program ng 26th National Research Symposium, ang taunang patimpalak na idinaraos ng Department of Agriculture, Bureau of Agricultural Research o DA-BAR upang mabigyan ng nararapat na pagkilala ang mga pambihirang pagsisikap ng mga mananaliksik at siyentista sa pagbuo ng mga teknolohiya na magpapabuti ng agrikultura at pangisdaan ng bansa. Ang closing program ng 26th National Research Symposium ay ginanap sa Sequoia Hotel sa Quezon City noong nakaraang ika-24 ng Oktubre. Nagbigay ng pagbubukas na pananalita si Dr. Nick Eliazar, Director ng Bureau of Agricultural Research.
With the enactment of laws like AFMA, Organic Agriculture Act, Climate Change Act, among many other policies, ensuring the smooth implementation and coordination of activities that are geared at addressing the production and management of agricultural resources. DA continues to commit and invest in the ability of research and development to address productivity and sustainability. As the national coordinating agency of the National Research and Development Systems for Agriculture and Fisheries member institutions, the Bureau handles the R&D component of DA's major programs and priorities. What are these programs? These include Climate Change Program, Organic Agriculture Program, Rain-Fed Agriculture Program, and others which address food sufficiency, poverty alleviation, increasing Filipino capacities to adapt the changing agricultural landscape without risking sustainability. Thus, in celebration of our 26th National Research Symposium, we see it fit to have the theme Agriculture and Fisheries R&D facing the challenges of agricultural landscape for sustainable development. Currently, so our present, BAR has funded and supported a number of projects and programs that focus on and deal with biodiversity conservation. It is with the belief that we can achieve more by taking advantage of our inherent riches. BAR for decades now has been supporting various projects and initiatives that do not look only at the ecological importance but more so as major source of food and livelihood for humans. So with agrobiodiversity playing a huge role in providing and achieving food sufficiency, formulating strategies and activities that will support and ensure its preservation will address our goal of providing better life for Filipinos for today and for future.
Pinawaran ng special citation ang finalists para sa Gawad Saka Search for Outstanding Agricultural Scientist and Outstanding Agricultural Researcher. Sumunod ay ang awarding of AFMA Best R&D Papers and Best Poster winners.
Ang aming paper is about development and evaluation of functional beverages with germinated brown rice as base ingredient. Basically, it's a better version of brown rice. So yung alam natin, brown rice is healthier than white rice. So pinopromote natin yung brown rice. But then may mga konting problema sa brown rice. That's why we want to address these problems through germination. So yung germinated brown rice, it is softer, tastier, and more nutritious than regular brown rice. And then, para mas madali siyang i-introduce sa population sa Philippines, nag-develop kami ng product na tinatawag naming germinated brown rice-based beverage na may chocolate flavor. So yung umpisa namin is cow's milk based, tapos ginawa namin yung prototype for commercialization. Ito na yung Nutri-Rice milk na tinatawag namin. So basically, meron siyang buffalo's milk or Carabao's milk, which is healthier than cow's milk in terms of protein, calcium, magnesium, and marami rin siyang mga bioprotective factors, kaya healthy yung buffalo's milk. So ngayon, it's already commercially available. Meron kaming 200 ml na bottle at saka 1 liter bottle. So it's a good source of protein at saka meron din siyang yung tinatawag nga natin na germinated brown rice na rich in GABA. Yung GABA is gamma-aminobutyric acid, which is an important nutrient na nakakapag-improve ng brain metabolism. So actually, yung GABA mismo, ginagamit na siya pang treat ng mga Alzheimer's disease at saka other mental disorders. Pwede rin siyang magpababa ng blood pressure.
Yung research ko ay tungkol sa paggamit ng sargassum, isang uri ng brown seaweed, bilang immunostimulant or pampalakas sa resistensya ng isda. So, ang ginawa namin, kumuha kami ng sargassum tapos pinakulo namin ito sa tubig. Ginawa namin yung hot water extraction method at inilagay namin ito sa feeds ng tilapia. Ang kahalagahan nito is hindi na natin kailangan gumamit ng mga chemical na para sa pagpapalakas ng resistensya ng isda. So sa pamamagitan ng mga natural na paraan at natural na proseso, makakatulong tayo upang mas lalo nating mapalakas yung resistensya ng mga isda, hindi sila magkasakit, at sa gayon lalo pang lumakas yung ating production sa aquaculture na hindi tayo gumagamit ng mga chemicals.
Yung paper namin is about refinements in hatchery management of Nile tilapia for increased seed production. Ito ay under applied technology for verification. At ang summary nun ay gumawa kami ng pamamaraan kung paano mapaparami yung pag-produce ng binhi ng tilapia. At meron kaming tatlong approaches. Yung una ay pumili ng breeder sa pamamagitan ng behavioral stress response na sinasabi. Ginagamit namin yung kulay ng mata, yung changes sa kulay ng mata para i-classify sila sa low responsive at high responsive breeders. Napatunayan namin na mas maraming binhi ang napoproduce pag siya ay merong pale color or under siya sa low responsive breeder. Yung pangalawa naman, yung effect ng shading, shadan yung breeding unit. Dahil nga umiinit na ang panahon, pag masyadong mataas yung temperatura ay hindi nagbi-breed yung tilapia. At napatunayan namin na maganda yung top shading. Tatakpan mo yung taas, marami yung production niya, yung spawning rate din, mas mataas. At saka yung sa top shading na yon ay napapababa yung temperature as high as 4 degrees centigrade kumpara dun sa control treatment. Tapos yung panghuling experiment, ang ginawa namin ay sinubukan namin yung iba-ibang condition para tumaas yung survival ng tilapia under transportation, yung fingerlings, yung conditioning period, yung paglalagay ng asin sa tubig, yung kulay ng lalagyan. At napatunayan namin na yung conditioning period na 24 hours prior to transport na hindi siya papakainin, yung paglalagay ng 4 grams per liter ng asin sa tubig na ginagamit sa transportation, saka yung kulay blue na plastic ay maganda para tumaas yung survival ng fingerlings. Ang impact nun ay mapapataas natin yung production ng tilapia, hindi sa pamamagitan ng palalakihin yung area na gagamitin, kung hindi per unit resource. Kagaya nun, dami ng binhi na napuproduce ng bawat babaeng tilapia. Tapos yung sa shading, magpuproduce ka ng tilapia kahit mainit yung panahon. Yung iba ay hindi na dahil mataas yung temperatura. Tapos may increase mo yung survival during transportation ng tilapia.
Sa aming nanalong development paper po ay may title na Peanut Magic, CIPAR Approach Towards Enhancing the Productivity of Corn-Based Areas in Region 2. Ito pong project na to, development project na to ay isang tugon sa mga lugar or farming community na kung saan malimit ito nababaha, at hindi lang po ito nababaha, malimit po ito ay vulnerable po siya sa drought o tagtuyot. So ang ginawa po namin through conduct of participatory rural appraisal as part or component ng SIPAR project ng DA-BAR ay inassess po namin ito at base po sa aming pagkikipag-usap sa mga community people, doon po nila na pagtanto na yung kanilang corn monocropping system ay kailangan nang i-improve dahil lagi po sila lugi sa corn monocropping. So ang napag-agrihan ay i-adapt na lang ang peanut as part of the cropping system or cropping pattern na kung saan ang nangyari po ay during the wet season magtatanim ang farmer ng mais, ngunit instead na hybrid, pinalitan namin siya ng OPV, glutinous corn para shorter ang maturity, at the same time yung cost of inputs or production in general ay mababa. So that kahit kung meron namang kalamidad ay kaunti lamang ang mawawala sa kanila. And then during dry season, since vulnerable nga yan sa flood and drought, ang ipinalit ng magsasaka na tinulungan na lang natin ay mani. Okay, yung mani na yan ay yan yung nagiging magic upang mapa-improve ang productivity in general ng tatlong farming community in Jones, Isabela.
The title of our research is Impact and Risk Assessment of Climate Change on Food and Environmental Security in Polillo Islands, Quezon Province. Now, what is the study all about? It's actually, we really want to assess the vulnerability of the entire area since a coastal community. And since Polillo Island is facing Pacific Ocean, it is experiencing natural and anthropogenic disasters, specifically climate change. Now, what we did in the study, there is technical aspect of the research, there is social aspect, and there is also risk management. So what did we do? So sa social aspect, we interview a lot of people. We interview the different barangay captains, the local communities, because we really want to know if there is really a changing climate and if this climate change is being experienced by those people. And the importance of the study is really, we really want to reduce the vulnerability of the people because we know very much that Polillo Island is really susceptible to climate change and natural disaster. Like what I said, most of the tropical cyclones that enter the Philippine air responsibility come from the east, go to the north, and Polillo Island is actually on the eastern side of the Philippines.
Ang kagawaran po under the administration of President Noynoy Aquino ay talaga pong naniniwala na hindi po tayo abante. We will always be left behind kung tayo po ay magpapabaya doon sa research and development po natin. That's the reason why pagkaupo ko po ay inaaral po namin yung mga budget. Sinabi ko po kay Presidente Noy na, Mr. President, baliwala po lahat itong ating pangangarap kung hindi po ito susuklian ng pag-aaral. Sabi ko na para po talagang maitaas ang antas ng pamumuhay ng ating mga magsasaka at mangingisda. And I think we are sending the good message na ngayon po sa agrikultura may pera ng muli. Lalong-lalo na po with the latest program ng Department of Agriculture, yung pong Philippine Rural Development Program. It's a program na kung saan nag-identify po tayo ng mga champion crops. And then, bawat lugar po, bawat lalawigan, bawat region ay ini-integrate natin at hindi po tayo titigil doon. We will encourage the municipalities, the LGUs to expand at dadating po yung tulong natin sa kanila together with the World Bank to value add doon sa mga produkto. Huwag tayong benta ng go. Dapat po yung kagaya ng ginagawa ng research ninyo, pakinabangan ng mamamayan, pakinabangan ng ating magsasaka at mangingisda. And at the end of the day, hindi na po kami pumapayag na magre-reklamo lang sila kasi yung pong value chain ay talagang kukumpletuhin. Pati po yung infrastruktura na kakailanganin ay kasama po doon sa Philippine Rural Development Program. Ito po ay isa ng napakagandang tool para po makapagpabago talaga ng buhay ng ating mga magsasaka ng isda.
Ang nagsilbing keynote speaker ng kaganapan ay ang Executive Director ng ASEAN Center for Biodiversity na si Attorney Robert Oliva.
Ang inyong tema, Agriculture and Fisheries Resource and Development, Facing the Challenges of Agricultural Landscape for Sustainable Development, is a very timely topic to address present challenges. At the very core of sustainable development is biodiversity conservation. The value of biodiversity is most clear in the area of food security. Biodiversity provides the plant, animal, and genetic resources for food production and agricultural productivity. There is a need to address food production through an approach that would promote rather than go up against the conservation of natural resources, protection of the integrity of the environment, and the promotion of human well-being. In all our works, in all our researches, we must remember the 4 laws of ecology, relevant as they are to sustainable agricultural development and biodiversity conservation. The first rule, nothing is for free. When large-scale fishermen overharvest from our rich rivers and oceans, using even destructive methods with little or no regard to our environment, then very soon, there will be little or no more fish to catch. What we thought of as free catch, given to us by nature, has consequences if we abuse. Nothing is for free. The second law of ecology, everything must go somewhere. When we throw and dump our garbage anywhere, inevitably they go to our canals, rivers, lakes, and oceans. When we overuse chemicals and inject our livestock, inevitably when we eat them, they will go to our system. Everything must go somewhere. Number 3, everything is interconnected. When we convert large tracts of agricultural lands or forest lands to subdivisions or industrial estates, our food baskets suffer. Everything is interconnected. Number 4, nature has the last say. If we do not honor the laws of nature and the environment, when we continue to disregard the laws of nature, environmental typhoons, disasters such as typhoons, floods, droughts, and climate change will be nature's answers. Nature has the last say. Given these immutable laws, the methods we must explore to achieve food security must therefore be nature-based. It must underpin the conservation of biodiversity in existing agricultural landscapes or agrobiodiversity and the adoption of biodiversity-based agricultural practices. Protecting our biodiversity equates to sustaining lives and protecting our future generations.
Nagkaroon din ng paglulunsad ng 2 libro na pinondohan ng DA-BAR. Ang una ay ang Process Documentation of SIPAR Projects, Learnings and Future Planning.
This book is on process documentation of 5 SIPAR projects in different parts of the country. SIPAR is a research development and extension program of the DA Bureau of Agricultural Research, and so we took the opportunity to do process documentation of 5 selected projects in 4 provinces all over the country. So SIPAR process documentation is actually a project management tool to determine if the DA-BAR is on track in terms of implementing SIPAR projects. So in the book, we documented the adherence of the 5 SIPAR implementers in terms of the criteria set by the DA-BAR as SIPAR projects.
The book is divided into 7 parts. The first part is on the process documentation about the project. The second is on the planning of the SIPAR projects. Then the third part is the SIPAR project implementation. Then we also took a profile of the SIPAR cooperators. Then as mentioned, the initial effects of the SIPAR projects, the issues and concerns, and lessons learned in the implementation of SIPAR project. And lastly, the summary and then the conclusion, recommendation on how we could really help our farmers, even the local government units in implementing SIPAR projects.
We also documented initial issues and problems met by project implementers with the intention of getting some learnings from this as basis for coming up with recommendations to improve SIPAR implementation in the future. So we also took note of the initial effects of SIPAR projects on these sites. We recommend that all the learnings be looked into by DA BAR to be able to improve the planning and implementation of future SIPAR projects.
Ang ikalawang libro na inilunsad ay ang Edible Ferns and Fern Recipe Book.
The book is Edible Ferns and Fern Recipe Book. It's an output of our project funded by the ABAR. The project is establishment of a terrestrial garden and utilization of indigenous edible ferns in Mindanao as part of the Filipino diet. Now, there are 4 objectives of the project. One is establishment of the terrestrial garden. The second one is testing for antioxidants, phytochemicals, and proteins. These are bioactives. And the third one is preparation of food recipes. And the fourth one is extension to the farmers. This book is an output for the third objective, which is preparation of food recipes. Now, in this book, we included the propagation of the ferns, 10 edible ferns in Mindanao, and where they are located, techniques of preparation. We held a Fern Gourmet Contest, participated by students, faculty, caterers, restaurant owners, and food enthusiasts. And actually, there were 22 participants with a total of 26 dishes. And all the 26 dishes are in this book.
Si Dr. Chody Solsaloy, Assistant Director ng Bureau of Agricultural Research, ang nagbigay ng closing remarks sa 26th National Research Symposium.